Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. Today I will be presenting you with the Amazon exclusive Transformers Legacy Wreck and Rule Collection, Spindle, and IDW Impactor. Thank you for watching this video or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. With all that said, let's get into it. Let's start wrecking stuff by taking a look at the packaging. And here you can see the nice artwork on the front of the box. And it's nice artwork. I really like this artwork. Spindle, Comic Universe, Impactor, and by Comic Universe they're talking about the IDW stuff. Transformers Generations, Takara Tomy. Hasbro print, 8 and up, deluxe class. So they're both deluxe class. Transformers Legacy Wreck and Rule Collection. On the top, Wreck and Rule Collection Transformers Legacy. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, symbols I'm not going to learn, a barcode, recycled stuff, and includes 2 figures for accessories and instructions. On this side, that Decepticon Legacy artwork and authentic Transformers Legacy. On this side, the Autobot Legacy artwork. So that's kind of cool. Authentic Transformers Legacy. They definitely want to make sure you know that this is authentic. On the back, nice product shots. Comic Universe Impactor and Spindle. Transforms in 19 steps, back and forth. Transforms in 28 steps, back and forth. And he comes in all those pieces. And let's see. Warning! Attention! Nachtung! Don't stick things in any language pie hole that don't belong there. Don't give it to the babies. Manufactured and licensed from Tomy. Some other small fine legalese print, that S thing, and some Hasbro print. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at Impactor in his alt mode and his accessories. And first up, let's take a look at the handy dandy instructions, the most important accessory I should guess. 8 and up, Wreck and Rule Collection, Transformers Legacy, Transformers Generations, Comic Universe Impactor and Spindle. And on one side, Spindle's directions, and on the other side, Impactor's directions. And, you know, the colors on this is okay. I still prefer the brighter colors of Kingdom and Buzzworthy Bumblebee, but these are clear. There is no blur to these. And then it shows you how you can build the hammer if you collect all the figures. And as far as his other accessories, you know, they're integrated into his alt mode, so. And then let's take a look at it. You know, he's got some nice paint going on. Some silvers. Right here. Up here. And this gun will raise up and down, due mostly to how it pegs in here at the sides. And the turret will turn, so that's cool. And then this, you know, you can turn. This really doesn't, it flips, but that's mostly for transformation. I guess you could ride with it like that, but it looks kind of silly. So overall, you know, it's a nice little tank mode, and you know, pretty much just like the all the Siege versions. There are a few differences. Mainly this and the head and this piece of the gun. Most everything else is the same other than some paint apps. There we go. That is a look at Impactor in his alt mode. It's time for vehicle mode comparisons. And here we have him compared with two other Impactors. The one in the middle is the Walmart exclusive Netflix series with the Autobot logo. And the one on the end is the one from the Amazon 3-pack with the hologram Mirage. I don't remember exactly. And he has a Decepticon logo on him. The one in the middle, of course, has the best paint apps, but I like the colors on this one the best. And as you can see, his cannon on the very top, not the silver one with the blade on it, but the other cannon. As you can see, it is different from the other two, whereas these two Siege versions have the same gun, just different paint apps on it. For our final set of comparisons, here we have him next to the Amazon exclusive Leader Class Earthrise, War for Cybertron, Dead, or Alternate Universe Optimus Prime, Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee, and of course his Wreck and Rule pack-in partner Spindle, Deluxe Class. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our program where I attempt to transform this Transformer. And the first thing I want to do is pull this little gun right here off. And then this piece will flip out, and you can see there's a slot right there, and there's a tab here on the inside, and it's the same for the other side here. So now there's a little tab piece that catches here, but you flip this piece on down and then flip that up and flip this part out. There's the little tab right there, and it just kind of goes over the leg piece here. But again, same thing, and then flip this out and you can separate the legs. Now this piece right here, this whole assembly here, just flips up, and there you can see this T-shaped tab, and it just pops into place like that. Now if you've transformed the Siege versions of Impactor, the transformation is exactly the same. Flip this little piece over to the side, then flip this piece up and get that weapon out of there. Then you take these arm assemblies and right here and just raise them up, and then flip this piece back down. You can see there's this tab looking piece right here, and then up here is where it tabs in, not this right here. And put the arms down, and let's see, where did they go? Flip the hands out and then adjust the arms accordingly. And then that piece just flips right on over like that. That flips out, and then if you can get a hold of the head, just get it up where you can flip it out of there and then spin it around and then close this back up. Now, as far as the accessories go, the gun, you can hold it in his hand. It does have these pegs on the side, so it could peg into that port or peg into this port, or you know, if you wanted to peg it into this port on his back just so he's got some storage for it, that's cool too. And then as far as his other weapon goes, he can hold it in his hand like this, but I believe the way that it's supposed to go is you flip this back around and put his hand back up, and then you see the port here, and this just plugs right into that port. Or like the other stuff, you can plug it in these ports or the port on his back, you know, whatever. Whichever way that you would like to place it. And there we go. There is Impactor all transformed. Now let's take a look at Impactor in his robot mode. And again, the differences between this and the Siege is the head is all new, and this whole chest piece here is new. And then some of the paint apps are a little different. And then this piece right here is new also. And unlike the other two, it just unplugs and plugs back in. So, but you know, mostly the paint apps are the same as what we discussed in vehicle mode. Let's take a look at that head. Some nice silver paint for the face and red for the eyes. And it's got this nice Wreckers Autobot logo right there. Whereas the other two I have, they have the regular Autobot logo or Decepticon logo here. So, as far as his articulation goes, he doesn't look up, he doesn't look down, he doesn't have any tilt, but he will do the full Exorcist. At the shoulders, goes up that high. Does do a full 360-degree rotation. Same here at the upper bicep, and it's on a mushroom peg in there, single mushroom peg. And thing there. There we go. And then nothing really at the wrist. Elbow has a bend at approximately 90 degrees. And all that is the same, except when the hand's out, it will, you know, you got some in and out that you can do there, but I don't really count that. I guess you could say he can crunch forward if you pop that loose, but I'm not going to do that. And you can see the waist here is on a mushroom peg, or, well, it's not really the waist, it's a little like at the upper abdomen, but there it goes. Full 360-degree rotation. At the legs, he will give you a full splits. He kicks forward about 90 degrees, a little less than 90, but only slightly. And same for the back, just slightly less than 90. Right here is where the mushroom peg is for the rotation, and instead of the upper thigh, it's closer to like the upper knee, and about a 90-degree bend at the knee. Toes can tilt, but with the rest of the foot not tilting, it doesn't really matter. It's just part of transformation. And then he does have ankle rocker, so it rocks out instead of in. But it does, well, I'll say it goes in that far. And there we go, my friends. As I look at Impactor in his robot mode. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have Wreck and Rule Impactor with the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Siege Impactor. And the differences you can see on these guys, other than the colors, and the Netflix one has a lot more paint apps on it, is the shoulder cannon, the head, and the chest are different. Here we have Wreck and Rule Impactor with the War for Cybertron Siege Impactor, Decepticon Impactor from the 3-pack that came with one of the Power Dashers and the hologram Mirage, I believe. And you can also see the chest, shoulder cannon, and heads are different on these also. And here we have Wreck and Rule Impactor with his packmate Wreck and Rule Spindle. For our final set of comparisons, here we have Wreck and Rule Impactor with Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee and the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Wreck and Rule 2-pack Impactor, IDW Comic Universe Impactor, I'd have to say, out of the 2-pack, this was the figure I was least excited about, and it turns out that he's actually the better figure of the two. In my opinion, your experiences with Spindle's dysfunction may vary, but I can only judge on my experience. And my experience with him, this is actually the better of the 2-pack. No issues with this figure at all. No falling pieces or loose joints or anything like that. Now, was I excited to get a third Impactor? No, not really. But you knew if they were doing Wreckers, they were going to do Impactor. And at least this version of where they've retooled the mold is interesting enough to make it stand out from the other, at least the other two that I have. I know there's actually 3. There's the main Siege release. There's the one from the 3-pack with the Mirage hologram, and one of the Power Dashers, I think, and the Netflix version. And all 3 are slightly retooled. At least I'm pretty sure all three are. I know the two that I have are slightly retooled from each other. But like I said, this one is different enough to make him interesting. Different, you know, to differentiate him from the other two, at least that I have. And again, that's my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary, and that's okay. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.